Alright, this is going to be an information piece. I'm going to try not to sidetrack and babble, but this is going to be for the YOSHIMURA TRC, the carbon fiber 3/4 exhaust. And I also got the race exhaust. They had a choice between, I guess, the regular and the race. Obviously, I got the race, had to. So this is a 2007 R1. So pretty much I'm going to talk about the exhaust system because I looked high and low. So I wanted a killer exhaust. I bought this bike new in 2007, never put a pipe on it because I never knew what I wanted. I wanted the thing to sound awesome. I wanted it to be D&D loud. If you guys don't know, that's, you know, D&D mufflers. Anyway, I couldn't find anything, so I never got an exhaust put on it. And this year, 2015, I said, you know what? I'm gonna put a pipe on my bike. Yeah, and yeah, bought a brand new 2007, just turned 3,000 miles. So finally, got my thumb out of my butt, and I said, I'm gonna put a pipe on this thing. So I went on YouTube, looking all around for a pipe, and did listen to 1,000 sound clips, which sound clips are hard. You know, it all has to do with the recording material and then what you're listening to through your computer or television or whatever. So sound clips are hard to tell anything. So I'm just gonna tell you what I've done here. So we put this exhaust on. 1,000 times better than the stock exhaust, and I took the baffles out. Check this out. These baffles come out super easy, in case you guys don't know. That's what it looks like without the baffle. This piece here comes off, okay? The cap comes off, the baffle slides out. There you go, no baffles. Super easy. So obviously, as soon as I got this exhaust, I didn't put the baffles in, take those and throw them, right? It wasn't loud enough. I wanted it to be loud. I wanted this thing to be GP loud. I wanted the thing as the quietest rice rocket I've ever owned. I know this is kind of a gay bike, but back in the day I had a Katana 600, which I got a smoking deal on it, so I had to buy it. Had a YOSHIMURA on it. The thing was super loud. The thing barked. I loved it. So, you know, hence why I went with another YOSHIMURA pipe. Obviously, a Katana 600 is a homo bike, so I had to get the R1. That was back in the 90s. But the point is that the thing was super loud. I wanted my bike to sound like a friggin' rice rocket, you know what I mean? I want things to sound good. I want you to hear me a half a mile away. That's the way it is. Okay, so, with all that said, I buy this exhaust, I put it on, I take the baffles out. Too quiet, I don't like it. So now I don't know what to do. I'm going on forums, I'm trying to figure out, I'm on all over YouTube trying to figure out what I should do to this bike, you know what I mean? I want this thing to sound better. So, this may sound a little weird, but it did work. People said you ride your bike for, you know, a half an hour, get the thing right up, nice and hot, come home with the thing still, you know, nice and hot and running, run up and grab the hose. And what you do is you know, you turn your bike off and you saturate the inside of where your baffling would be with water, and that's supposed to break down your packing, and you'll get a better sound out of it. Well, I was kind of like, boy, that sounds kind of, I don't know, kind of stupid, and should I really want to shove water up my exhaust? But I read about it, and people swore up and down it made a difference, so I did it. For a very short amount of time, yeah, it sounded deeper, it sounded better. I kind of was like, oh, that worked pretty good, not bad. Well, after all the water dries up, and I don't know, the packing just, it went back to being quiet. It didn't sound good. It's not loud enough. So I was like, all right, that didn't work. So went back to the website, forums, searching, Googling this and that and whatever. And finally, I came to the decision that I said, you know what? I'm going to pull the packing out of these pipes. And then I had a ton of research and trying to figure out how to do that, because that was almost something I didn't want to get into, but I ended up doing it. So what I did was, as you can see, these pipes are still, I just bought them. So these things are still in mint shape, they look good, da-da-da-da-da, you know, all that stuff. That there, oh yeah, you can see, it's this, it's not the pipe. Anyway, so with that said, you need to drill each one of these rivets out, right down the center. After you drill the rivet out, the head of the rivet will come up. You take a punch, and you punch the center of the rivet you know, with the head off, there'll still be a piece in there. You grab a punch or a very small Phillips head screwdriver. That's what I used. I used both, punch and a Phillips head. Took my time, and you punch out each one of the rivets all the way around. This band comes off. Now, I couldn't find jack on the internet on how to do any of this, so I really was winging this. You know, I bought this set of pipes, and I'm about ready to throw my money right down the friggin' right in the fire. I wasn't sure if it was gonna ruin them or not. So anyway, so I punched all the rivets out. I didn't know how to get the end caps off. There was nothing. I went on the YOSHIMURA site. How do you get these caps off? Da 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 da. You need, well, once this comes off, like I said, this piece just comes off. Well, right behind this, there's like metal. It's this piece, and it's flat. In order to get this apart, if you decide to pull the packing out like I did, because I want to spend all this money, I want my bike to sound good. This piece has to come off first. Originally, I took all these rivets out and tried, because I only want to take one side. I only want to take like one side off, pull the packing out if I could. Yeah, that doesn't work. So originally I took this side off, and I could not get this piece to slide out. It wouldn't. And I couldn't understand what was going on, and I'm like, oh great. You need to take these rivets out first. This piece pops out relatively easy. You got to work it back and forth, take your time. Once you get that piece to back out, it'll come off. You will be able to look down inside your tube here, your can, and you will see all the packing, and you'll have, you know, your the pipe, or I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a baffle. I took that out. It's the actual like exhaust pipe that's, you know, runs down the can. Okay, so anyway, you take this end off first, then gently, I bunched up a rag and put it over the pipe, and I used a hammer. Like I said, all these rivets are out back here, and so when this band's off, the rivets are out. Very gently with a hammer, because you do not want to bend the pipe in here. You tap it. Now, you give it a lot of tapping, and after you start tapping it, you will see this end start backing out as you tap it. And as this end backs out, your packing starts sliding out, and you got to work at it. It takes a little bit. After I got it out a little ways, you got to be careful. This is all carbon fiber. You don't want to hit that. You'll be bumming. After I got it out a little ways, I grabbed the hold of the can. I kind of held one piece, you know, with my feet, and I grabbed the can. I'll show you guys. I don't give a. You grab the son of a gun like this. You put your feet like this when the thing was out, and I yanked the can, and the can slid right out. Life was good. I got rid of all that packing. Got rid of it. I don't want packing. It's gay. And I put, you know, this end back together first. Then I reassembled it the way I took it apart. It really wasn't bad. If you're a little bit mechanically inclined, it really wasn't bad. You just gotta be patient. You gotta play with it a little bit. It will work. The rivets, they're steel rivets. I replaced them with aluminum rivets. You can go back with steel if you want. That's up to you. I went with aluminum in case I had to take the thing back apart for whatever reason. I wasn't sure how it was going to sound with no packing, so I wanted to use aluminum rivets because they drill out 1,000 times easier than steel rivets, and that's just my preference. That's what I decided to go with. They look perfect. You can't tell I even touched this exhaust. The thing looks the way it did out of the box. So anyway, now this bike has zero packing, no baffles, and it now is starting. It's almost there. It actually sounds the way I want it to. It doesn't sound bad. I've heard a lot of people criticize, oh, you don't want to take out your packing, you'll lose power and all that stuff. I'm going to say I don't agree with that. When I bought these things with the packing, you could look. I mean, that muffler is a straight shot right in, all the way down into your actual exhaust pipe. It's a straight shot. How much power are you going to lose? All that packing does is dampen the noise. I mean, I don't know. I don't really buy it at all. It's a straight shot. There's like zero back pressure. It is a straight shot. So whatever. I'm just telling you what I've gathered. If I have lost any horsepower, I can't tell. Let's say that. What else do I want to say? Well, I'm going to start it. I'm going to show you guys a sound clip. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Like I said, I couldn't find crap on YouTube or the internet or anything about this TRC exhaust, how to take it apart, how to make it sound better. I don't know. Boy, I think I wanted to say something else, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Let's fire this thing up. Like I said, sound clips are hard, but... Oh! Yeah. I guess what I was going to say was a lot of people criticize not having any packing, and they say it sounds terrible. I was a little nervous of that. I didn't want to take the packing out and have the thing sound like shit, and it doesn't. It sounds great. I'm telling you right now, it sounds way better. I don't care what people are saying. It sounds good to me. So I don't know how this sound clip's going to come out, but that's with it obviously idling. It sounds better, dude, I'm telling you. This is kind of like my Vanna White over here. Hey Vanna, with my dog. Will you rev the shit out of my bike, please? That's good. I think it sounds pretty good if you ask me. It's almost D&D loud. I don't know. You guys be the judge. If you have any questions or whatever, you can always write at the bottom of the, video. I like it. I think it sounds mint. So if you have any questions or whatever, I'll be happy to help you guys out, because no one was there to help me, and I was very reluctant, I'm not super savvy with wrenches and all that stuff, but I do alright. I mean, I'm okay. I was a little nervous on ripping into it, but I just said, you know what, I'm gonna grow a pair and do it. So I did. Yeah, anybody wants to buy my bike, everything's for sale. Everything has a price tag. How much do I get for her? All right.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, love ya. Peace out. Peace. Oh, by the way, we're in Maine. This is how we do it. I want to throw that out there. Represent.